What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is your man, Chu-Chu, and this is welcome to business class. I'm really excited about today's topic on business class. You see right there, why you, as a black man, should wear an eyewear. Why you need to wear frames. Because the thing about your frames is that your eyewear says a lot. It says a lot about you. Basically, you need to own one. You need to own one of these. Why frames make you more, basically, why your frames make you more as a black man in America. That's the topic right now, but it might change later. I don't know. So that's what we're talking about today, right? Why your frames make you more as a black man in America, right? Well, I'm going to start off. I think maybe I should do this at the end so that for people that stick around to the end, you're going to get to see my collection of glasses, what I put on my face. A lot of stuff I own here was inspired by Kevin Samuels. Okay. Kevin Samuels was a very positive influence in my life um, as far as style and just knowledge about uh, you could call it the red pill, but knowledge about the true nature of male and female dynamics. Anybody that really took the time to take in Kevin Samuel's information and what he was trying to get across will not have a problem doing well in life. The man, say what you want about him, the man was not short of a genius, which is why the BET Awards saw so much about Kevin Samuels that they basically recognized the man as one of the creatives of our time. He, in a very short period of time, was able to create such a positive impact in the black community that some rappers in their whole career has not been able to do. I cannot tell you that Jay-Z has impacted my life, but I can tell you that Kevin Samuels has been able to impact my life in a very positive way. So kudos to the man. And today we're gonna talk about why your frames. Because remember, Kevin Samuels was about frames, fragrance, and footwear. If you know anything about his channel, go check it out, guys. If you want to grow up and mature fast and get into your masculine, your manhood and move up in life and do great things and buy into the system and go on to be very productive, go and check out the collection and the body of work of Kevin Samuels. Today's topic was actually inspiration from David Sperling. He's another YouTuber. He's a lawyer out of Texas, and he's licensed in 4 states. Very good man, based on the body of work he puts out. He's really trying to encourage black men to pursue other dynamics. Check out his channel, and he had a book that he posted as one of his afternoon readings. So that's where I got the topic of this stream, basically. So it was a book named of Boys and Men by Richard V. Reeves. Okay, and it talks about what it tells a story in there about the power of a pair of glasses or your frames or eyewear to enable you become more, to soften the masculine aggression of a black man. So we're going to talk about all that this on this broadcast, and at the end of it all, I'm going to show you guys my collection of eyewear, some of which was inspired by Kevin Samuels, and some which I just got. They're just what I have and what I've been wearing, and some of the stuff I don't wear so much. But we're going to go through it all. So that's what inspired this stream. Once again, if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you've been going along and checking out most of my content through the beginning, I want to say thank you. It's not easy to put out some of this content, but I try to put out something that is applicable to your life, something that has real world application, something you could go out there and use and become a better man. Okay? So don't get it twisted. This is a men's channel. Men, women are welcome. And when you come here as a woman, you learn something for your brother, your father, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever situation you have in your life that involves men, which I think is almost every facet of life. You come here and learn something and go out there and use it for real world application. So with that said, we're gonna start today, okay? So why your friends make you more as a black man in America, right? So according to this book by Richard V. Reeves, right? It tells a story. The name of the book is Of Boys and Men. It tells a story about a guy, a black man. He was a used car salesman, I believe. And whenever he went to sell his car, right, he would always put on a pair of clear eye glasses, like something like similar to what I have, to basically soften his masculinity in order to make him look non-threatening to, his white counterpart when he went out there. And because of that, because of just the pair of eyewear that he had on his face, it boosted his sales. And then, according to research says that black men who put on eyewear tend to be have a better appeal or set a better precedence in the eyes of the jury. So they are looked at more favorably when they go to court. The court system looks at them as softer, not guilty or less guilty. They look at them with compassion and so on and so forth. So that's why the topic of the stream today is why a frames your frames make you more as a black man in America. So as a black man in America, I think if you don't have a pair of eyewear, you should get one because it will add more. It will make you more than less. So here we go. So you've heard the research about how America, which is when you talk about America, you talk about the dynamics, right? You talk about the racial dynamics and interracial relationships in this country, right? To some races, you're not threatened by them. To other races, they feel very uncomfortable around you. So a pair of eyewear is one way to basically lessen that masculine aggression because black men are seen as very masculine, especially when you are the kind of guy that you don't look soft, you're not a pretty boy, you're like me, a man's man. There's nothing soft about you. You have a man's face, you have a man's future. You do your best to groom, but at the end of the day, you're just a masculine dude. You're not a pretty boy. That's something you should be proud of. There's nothing wrong with that. So that really goes a long way because I myself, in pursuing my business, and going into the car business and going to different facets of the car game, I have come to notice as well that when you put on a pair of glasses, people look at you more favorably. They treat you more favorably. And then when you go to pursue car deals and stuff like that with a pair of eyewear, people feel favored to be dealing with you because at that point they somehow identify you as someone of high IQ or someone of high reasoning or someone of high society because they think to themselves, if you thought so much of your looks to put on some glasses, you must be smart. Okay. So now let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about, right? Why a pair of frames will make you more is because for white guys compared to the black counterparts that were tested with in the same experiment that the book talks about with a pair of eyewear, it did not have any favorable effect, right? When some of these white defendants went to court and they put on a pair of eyewear, based on the research, the judge did not look at them favorably, but the black counterparts were looked upon favorably because they had a pair of eyewear. So you want to, especially when it applies to going to court, you want to have a pair of eyewear starting from there. Let's say you have a court case. You want to put on you want to put on suits, you want to dress professionally, and you want to put on eyewear. For example, case in point, if you notice Young Thug, right? Young Thug is a rapper. He's going through a court case right now, as at the time this video was made. Whenever you see him in court, he usually has a pair of eyewear. So the lawyers, his team of lawyers, understand the game. They know what's going on. They see these things. They know the system. So they dress him appropriately to have that favorable outcome. And if you notice, I think it's working. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope that everything that is going on, he gets to, be found not guilty, and his families can have him back. Most of these young guys, they're misguided and they make a lot of mistakes from their past, and he comes back to hunt them. I wish him the best. So the next thing he talks about, right? Your pair of glasses has something called the nerd effect, right? So when if, like right now, I take off these glasses, you get to see my face. You get to see who I am as a person. right? You really cannot ascribe anything to me as a person. But now, once I put on this pair of eyewear, your mind starts to wonder, maybe I look like a professor. Maybe this guy's a smart guy. Maybe he's a geek. Maybe he's that and that. So that's what that book of Boys and Men by Richard V. Reeves was talking about. The pair of eyewear on a black man gives that nerd effect, and he gets a very favorable view from the jury, the judge, onlookers, people in the court, people passerby, people on the street. So if you're a black guy and you commit a crime and you have a pair of eyewear, people tend to find it impossible that a guy putting on a pair of eyeglasses is the basic perpetrator of a crime. They don't just identify those two together. A pair of eyewear is always, basically associated with someone that is of smart, someone of some sort of smart, someone of high caliber, high society, someone that is preppy. That's who a pair of eyewear is associated with. It's not usually associated with criminality. That's why most white collar criminals usually have a pair of eyeglasses. People that go and commit bank fraud in a suit. Okay? So you want to think about that nerd effect next time you dress up, next time you have a court case, because it would get a favorable view from the jury, from the judge, from onlookers, from everybody in the court of law, from people that walk by you on the street. Even women are attracted and tend to look at men favorably that have a pair of eyeglasses on. So that's something you might want to think of in order to add a pair of frames to your collection of how you put yourself together so you can get that favorable outcome. So that pair of eyewear could make you more in America. Okay. The next thing it talks about is that it increases comfort, right? Why your pair of frames could make you more in America is that it increases your comfort in a social setting. When you're in a social setting, people with eyewear tend to see people look at them not just favorably, but they tend to feel comfortable around people with an eyewear. If you have a pair of eyeglasses on, people look at you as non-threatening. They tend to drop their guard around you because for some reason you appear weaker, you appear non-threatening, you appear like a lifesaver, you appear as someone that is listening, as someone that's intelligent, as someone that is basically involved, so people don't feel the need or some kind of social pressure to have their guard up around you. So that is one reason that the pair of eyewear could make you more in America. So consider that when you're shopping next time, and possibly consider putting a pair of eyewear into your collection. Okay. The next point I want to make is that when it comes to sales, right, a pair of eyewear could aid your process of closing a deal. Because when you get into, a sales process, like for example, I'll tell you something, right? Like when I sold cars, right? When I dressed really smart and showed up with my eyewear on, I don't know if the eyewear that did it, but for some reason, people tended tend to just trust whatever it was I was saying. Because when it comes to sales, people tend to want to buy from someone that knows what they're talking about. And when you have a pair of eyewear on your face, people tend to just believe or go off the fact that they think and they convince themselves in their mind that you know what you're talking about, that you're smart. And in that process, it helps to a large degree aid the closing of sales deals. So this might be something you want to consider if you're into sales, getting a nice pair of eyewear. You don't even have to be nice. You could get some knockoffs that look real good, but just make sure it fits your face good and it projects the kind of image you're trying to represent. Okay? The next thing I want to talk about is how a nice pair of eyewear tones down and diffuses white people's fear of black masculinity. Like I said earlier in the opening of this monologue, right? This broadcast, for some reason in America, well, we know the reason. A lot of white men are threatened by black men, and it's just a reality, right? Whatever it is, for reasons of aggression, masculinity, toxic masculinity, high levels of masculinity, excessive masculinity, sheer rogueness, whatever it is, just white guilt, whatever you want to categorize it under, the fact still remains that a large population of white males fear, feel a sense of fear when they experience black masculinity. And according to research, right, a pair of eyewear, like the one I have on, or something a little bit nerdy, tends to tone down and diffuse that white fear that white men or white boys or white people of the white race might have or perceive black men to carry, which is their masculinity. Because if those men were feminine, they would not feel threatened, they would not feel any sense of fear. So a pair of eyewear helps diffuse that fear. So basically, in translation, with a pair of eyewear, you can make white people comfortable around you. So if you're in the in if you're in a basically if you're in white collar jobs, if you're in the sales force, you're in high level careers, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're into finance, any of those areas where there tends to be a high volume of people of the white race, you might want to consider putting on a pair of eyewear that makes you look great, makes you feel sexy, makes you feel good, and helps tone down and diffuse the fear of white people towards black masculinity. I understand. It's crazy. I know you should not have to change yourself or do none of this stuff, but these are your coworkers. These are people around you. They will not say it, but they feel threatened by your masculinity in their presence. And if you want to be comfortable, if you want to make them comfortable around you, and you want to go ahead to close deals and basically not make your race an issue in the presence of the pursuing financial gains, you would have to tone down and diffuse that fear they have and make them feel a sense of calm. That is just the reality we live in. In Africa, do as you want. Any other place where there's a high volume of black people, you do as you want. If you're in a black owned company where there's a high level of black people at the top and you're over there, you don't have to worry about this. But even at the end of the day, it still makes people comfortable around you. So you might still want to consider a pair of eyewear. It's very important because it makes you more. All right. On the other, on a further note, it also has been found that a pair of eyewear actually makes you look more attractive. This is coming from the ladies. Women have voted, and the verdict is in. Women find guys with eyewear very, very good looking and very sexy to say because it projects that nerdy look, like someone they could take advantage of. It softens you up. Because, yes, I know you guys don't believe it. Sometimes women want to take advantage of men. They want a guy that is naive, someone that looks like, think about it, like you've seen some of those music videos where a girl that is out there, she's not shy, she's into what's going on out there. She wants a nerd, right? She's a bad girl, but she wants the nerd, the guy that does her homework and stuff like. She invites him over and she takes advantage of him because of the eyewear. Because women like guys like that. It gives them a sense of that the guy is insecure or that the guy is soft, like the guy is non-threatening, and because of that, she could be herself and she could expose. Right? She doesn't have to tone herself down. She basically doesn't have to diffuse any level of fear. She feels the need that because of the eyewear this guy has, it makes him very sexy. And she wants to take advantage of him. So, guys, if you want to be attractive to the opposite sex, one of the proven ways to be very attractive to the opposite sex is through ownership of an eyewear that really fits you real good and makes you look good and shows you in a positive light. Okay, so women have voted and they find men with eyewear very attractive. The next point I want to talk about is right in boardrooms, right? Business boardrooms all across America. Men with eyewear in general, men have voted. They find guys with eyewear more, they tend to favor them. They find them more entertaining. They tend to want to listen to somebody with an eyewear. This is not me saying this. This is just the verdict that came in, and men across boardroom in America have voted and said yes. This is something they view favorably, and I can only imagine it's just due to the same characteristics Guys with eyewear look less threatening. Guys with eyewear look smarter. Guys with eyewear look sexier. Guys with eyewear are people you want to make your friend, especially if it's a masculine man with a sense of style. And then his glasses is just a finishing touch to his sense of style. People are attracted to such a guy because they want to be friends with him because they know women are attracted to him. So you want to really understand that if you're the kind of guy that operates in a boardroom setting, you need to understand that this is a reality and that people are attracted to you because of your eyewear. And the type of eyewear you have on makes you look a certain type of attractive. So you want to make sure you put your best foot forward and grab the best pair of eyewear for your face because it will make you more in these streets out here in the United States of America. The next point I have is this, right? A lot of salesmen have reported significant increase in closing deals when they have eyewears on, right? Like for example, if you look at guys that do door-to-door sale, have you noticed that a lot of them tend to have eyewear? Even the Jehovah Witness people, they tend to have a pair of eyewear, maybe clear glasses, black frames, but they tend to have an eyewear. So this is something you need to consider. If you're a guy that does a lot of business, even if you're a car dealer, you're a guy that flips cars on the street, consider getting yourself a pair of frames, black frames with clear glasses, because it makes you look geeky. People get comfortable around you. They feel secure. They feel non-threatened. They feel it diffuses the fear they have for your masculinity. Because the last thing you want to do is go into a cash or business transaction with someone on the street and you look threatening. People do not feel comfortable, especially when they have to exchange money and they feel that you can overpower them, make a way with the money they came to do the transaction with and the product. So you don't want to give them that type of notion. So one of the ways to tone down your masculinity is putting on a pair of eyewear that fits your face. You guys do this and thank me later. It will save you a lot of headache. Ever since I've been wearing a pair of eyewear, trust me, I've been getting significant attraction from the ladies. Ladies love a guy with a pair of eyewear. I walk into the nightclub, everywhere I go, I put on a pair of eyewear, the magic is happening. They look at you, people want to get your attention. You look like someone that's important because remember, just having an eyewear and looking rough is not enough because you look like a geek. But when you're nicely dressed, you look very neat, and then you throw on a pair of eyewear, you're just a totally different person. You're looked at as organized, a guy that is in his masculinity, a sexy man. And then when you smell good, you basically suck people in because now you look so good, people just want to know what it is about you, what it is about your sense of style, what you're about, what you like to do for fun. They want to basically just have that communication with you. That's my experience. That's what they want to do. So, like I said in this point, salesmen all across the country, they've reported significant increase in closing deals because they had a pair of eyewear. They were able to tone down their masculinity, get the point across, get people to understand what their sales pitch is all about, and they were able to close the deal. So whenever you're basically trying to close a deal, you want to keep people's attention. You want people to be there to understand what you're saying so that at the end of your conversation, they can get your point and enable you close the deal you're trying to. So you don't want anything else about you to be a distraction. You want people to be focused on you, either because you look so good or you have very valid points. Either or, put on a pair of frames so you don't have to find out. That's the whole point. These right here will make you more in America. And don't worry about the rest. The next point I have is this: it does not make you less masculine. A pair of eyewear does not make you less masculine. Because remember, if you are a scruffy looking guy with a pair of eyewear, you're just a nerd, right? But now, if you're a well dressed man with a pair of eyewear, it puts you in a different caliber. You're a good looking man that is sexy, that smells good, that is well dressed with a nice pair of eyewear. That's what it makes you. And people want to know what the touch is, the touch of the eyewear, what it's about. Is he a geek? Is he smart? What is it? What does he have going on? They don't look down on you as less of a man. They already understand you're a man. They see your outfit, they see your shoes, they smell your fragrance, they see your footwear, they see everything else you got on. But the touch of the eyewear, the frames, they want to know what that's about. And because of that, it makes you look more masculine because people are not questioning your sexuality. They just want to know what kind of man are you? Because of your dynamic, it's very hard for them to figure you out. You're a nicely dressed dude, but you're not a geek. They know you're not a geek, but they can perceive that you might be smart. So people are basically question marks are popping up in their head and they want to get to know you and see what you're about. So don't worry about the glasses. It's not going to make you softer. It's not going to make you a punk. It's not going to make you all that. It's going to make you actually more masculine. It does not make you less masculine. It keeps your masculinity intact. It just tells people you're a masculine dude that could possibly be smart. So consider getting a pair of eyewear because here in America, it will make you more. All right. The last point I have for you guys is putting on a pair of eyewear on your face makes you look very neat. For example, look at me right now. If you're watching this broadcast and you look at my face, you could see with clear definition everything on my face. My nose is right there. This is my forehead. You can see my eyebrows. You can see my lips. You can see my beard. Your pair of eyewear accentuates your features and makes you look very neat. You see how neat I look? Because even though I haven't shaved in a couple of days, right? A pair of eyewear takes away the focus on all those things and puts them on how smart you look, right? And that's just a trick that you cannot get from anywhere else. This is more powerful than a makeup, basically, that women put on. All right. So you want to do that because it's just a great thing to do. Just have that neat look. Just have a face that is just clean, right? So if you are in a suit, right, and you have a pair of eyewear on, you even look neat. You look more neat because people are looking at you and they're just taken blown away by how put together you are. That's why you see a lot of men in suit, even after putting on dressing up head to toe with nice footwear, nice fragrance, nice suit, they still throw on a pair of eyewear because it completes the look. When people see you're non-threatening, you're very official. That's the word I'm looking for. Official. Your glasses make you look official. It makes you straight to the point. People know what you're about, and it keeps you very neat. That is the power of an eyewear. And that's why, as a black man in America, you need a pair of frames so that it can make you more and keep you empowered and basically help open doors as you move through these streets in the United States. Okay. So now I'm going to show you guys, for those of you that watch the video to this point, I'm going to show you my collection of eyewear. Like I said earlier in the video, Kevin Samuels basically influenced a lot of my eyewear collection, right? Because if you watch Kevin Samuel's video, if you're a man that's trying to find your way in life, I recommend you start from the beginning and watch all Kevin Samuel's collection of videos because it will teach you so many things that you just you knew it was insinuated, you knew about it, but you couldn't put your finger on it. Kevin Samuels will help you put a finger in every nonsense going on in your female or male female relationship, and it will help you put a finger on your style, lifestyle, and every other thing that you got going on. So this today, what I have on my face right now is my Tom Ford. This is my go-to glasses. I wear it for everything. Whatever I put on my body and put on my Tom Ford, it always goes with it. This is an amazing eyewear. It's not very expensive. You could get one for about $199 to about $500, depending on where you get it from. You can get a used one off eBay. So this is the one I have. I bought it brand new. I love it. I use it for everything. I have two pairs of Tom Ford, but this one is the main one that I put on because um, sometimes when I put on, I have my eyes. I use prescription glasses and I also have contacts. So right now I have contacts and I have this eyewear, but still, if I put on a pair of shades, sometimes it's very difficult for me to see. So I prefer these Tom Ford clear glasses because it makes me look neat. And basically, once you see me, you know my objective. I'm not trying to style or anything. I'm just trying to look neat. Okay. So now I'm gonna take off this Tom Ford. Okay. And I'm gonna show you guys another pair of eyewear that I have. Okay. So this here is my Jack Marie Mage. Okay. These are Jack Marie Mage. This right here, this is about $1,000 worth of glasses right here. This is about $1,000, 1,500. I can't remember the exact price. So that's what these glasses go for. So let me show you. What the Jack Marie Mage looks like. Okay. So this is my collection here. Let me just show you guys this. So this is what my collection looks like. Okay. This is my collection. That's what it looks like. This is not all of it, but this is just some of it, the organized ones. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And then now I'm gonna try on the Jack Marie Mage. Okay, so this is the Jack Marie Mage. Okay, that's what it looks like. All right, this is what the Jack Marie Mage looks like. All right, all right. So that's that. All right. These are very powerful glasses. They make you feel very powerful. All right. Now let me show you a different one. These are Jack Marie Mage. This is about $1,900. You know, this glasses is worth about $1,900. The one I'm about to put on right now. Let me clean it up real quick. This is exclusively a pair of eyewear for suits. You know, this is something you wear with suits. Okay, so here it is. You see, makes you look like a geek. This makes you look smart for sure. All right. So you see that? These are a pair of Jack Marie Mage. You could get one of these off eBay. You can get a used one. They have some fakes, so you don't have to spend $1,900 to get this. You could just get a fake one. It doesn't matter, guys, young guys. I want you guys to win. I don't want you spending your money. When you finally make your money and you get to where you're going in life, you can get this. Yeah. And this is another Jack Marie Mage. Okay, let me clean this up real quickly. This is another pair of Jack Marie Mage, right? And there it is. Okay, this one is all black. The other one was black with like crystal accentuation on the frame, but this one is all black. You see that? It's almost like my Tom Ford, right? So you see how smart it gives you that clean look. It makes you not threatening. Your masculinity is there, but it tells someone he could be smart. He could be an investment banker. He could be anybody. All right. So yeah, but it doesn't tell you're not a gangster. Nobody sees you with a pair of eyewear and thinks gangster. Okay. This is another pair of Jack Marie Mage that I have. This one I got, a while back. Okay. There you go. All right. Okay. It's more like a bad boy, party kind of situation, and you could do that. All right. Like kid and play. See what's going on there. So that's that. That's that. All right. And then over here I have this is I think this is a Margiela. All right. You see that? This is one of my favorite glasses. I love to wear this to go smoke cigars. It makes you look like a professor or like a Hitchcock. It makes you look like a movie director, right? Yeah, so that's what I like about this one. And then the next thing that I have here is another Margiela. This is one of my favorite when I first started getting these. This one here, yes, it makes you look like the the literature professor or someone like that. And these are almost nude, so they look very nice. I love them a lot. And then here is another Jack Marie Mage. I like this one a lot. This is one of my favorite frames too. Okay, so as you can see, it's very doesn't this does not it does not make you less masculine. It just gives you an edge. It makes people wonder what is this guy about? Like he's very interesting and stuff like that. So guys, don't feel shy to get you a pair. And then over here is my Tom Ford, right? It's not just my sunglasses. This is something I used to wear during the summertime while I'm driving in my convertible. And this is something I put on. And so, guys, go to my other channel. The solution is learn how to make you some money. Get you a convertible. So during the summertime, you enjoy your life. Don't wait till you're married to enjoy your life. Start enjoying your life right now. Keep working hard, enjoying your life while you're working your way to the top. Don't wait for anybody. That's just what it is. And then over here, what is this one here? Oh, these are off white. What is it? This is like off white knockoff, I think. This is it. So these are pretty nice. They're not bad. I like them a lot. I don't wear them very often. I wore them today though. Then over here I have a pair of sunglasses. Okay, this is just my regular sunglasses. This is a Ray-Ban I put them on once in a while just to, just to hang around town. Something you wear on the boat. They're pretty nice. Oh, sorry, these are Quay. It's called Quay. This is not Ray Ban. This is Quay. Then over here I just have a regular Ray Ban. This is a regular Ray Ban, right? There you go. You can see them. This is just a regular Ray Ban. All right. This is just a regular Ray Ban. Regular Ray Ban. Everyday stuff for everyday use. They're not bad looking. They're something you want in your life. And then the last one I'm gonna show here is this. Most of you know what this is. If you don't know what this is, this doesn't need introduction. All right. So that's that. This is a very powerful one. Most I don't wear this so much because most scammers wear this. As soon as they get money, they go buy one. So I don't use it. I don't put it on very often because, like I said earlier, I don't like to wear sunglasses a lot. I like to just stay uh, stay out of the way. And I have more. I have more to my collection, but this is all I could show today. Let me go back to putting on my Tom Ford. Where is my Tom Ford? Oh, there's my Tom Ford right here. So we're back with Tom Ford. Boom. See, less threatening right away, instantly. Nobody sees you and they think, oh my goodness, this guy is gonna kill somebody. No, people feel comfortable around you. So, guys, that's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, dislike, subscribe, share the video with your friends so that way your friends know the value of an eyewear or frames, how it makes you as a black man more in America. Because when you put it on, it basically diffuses unnecessary negativity that possibly could come your way. If you guys have any question, my socials in the description box. Check out description for all my socials and all the services that I offer. Most of you know that if you need to tow a car around the city, I'm the one to call. If you need to move a car in the state, from state to state, I'm the one to call. Do you need to broker a deal from Mannheim, Copart, IAA, any of the nationwide auctions? I'm the guy to call and I can help you broker that deal. Do you need to fix your car, body work, mechanic work, and all that? I'm the guy to call. So some of this information is right there in the description. Feel free to contact me. I posted a video on the Solutionist channel about the process of body work, how you get a rental car and whatnot, being a client of mine. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or leave a comment in the comment section. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I always appreciate bringing you informative messages that are applicable to your life. Thank you. See you on the next one.